which he was gone dead, and it was also a huge pain for our country. And if I will be supporting him, so I will be joining his Azad in the Fauj, and then I will be fighting against the fighting against the Britishers and the other rulers who are doing such a bad thing to our country. And it is also very I will be supporting him because he is also one of the like in Hindi like in Hindi there are two type of leader. In that time there were two types of leader, Garam Dil and Naram Dal and Garam Dal. So he was a leader of Garam Dal, and that is also a big reason I like him, because like the other other leaders, they only think for the not do violence, non-violence, and they only uh, asked to speak and talk and make the things, but they don't know that Britishers do not understand that. Like many great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and other, they only think that violence is the biggest key, but sometimes it is not, because the people we are facing problem to that, they are not a person who will be they are not a person who will be getting some knowledge or a lesson from this violence. So he was also a person who believed in fighting, and he also fighted for our freedom. And that in the last I want to say that कई जाबाजों ने अपना खून बहाया है इस देश को लेने के लिए, तो हमें भी इस देश को संभाल के रखना होगा. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
बस यशु.
Okay, nice, Bhavya. So first of all, gone dead nahi, we lost him during a plane crash held in 1940, I think 1942, right? So
no, sir, in 1945 he was
45. Okay.
Yes.
So first of all, no, don't say gone dead. Say we lost him. Okay. Second thing, we will not say supporting. Oh, I will be supporting them. Don't say that. Say I will support him, or I will join. I will join. Okay. Now then, you said that two words, garam dal and narm. So don't say that. Instead of saying moderates and extremists. Okay. And second thing, the last thing, I will just say that is because, not because. Because. And the final mark will be that if you are speaking about a personality and national personality, you should start your your speech with some of the quotation given by him. Some quotations, some thoughts like the most famous slogan given by him was, "You give me blood, I will give you the freedom." So you can start with that. Otherwise, it's not good. Okay. And rest of you, I just mentioned before the lecture that you have to open your camera in the entire session. So please remember my words.
May I start?
You will.
Hello.
Yes, start.
Namaskar everyone. My name is Kushwat and today I will speak on this topic. So
don't you listen that I said that open your camera?
I guess my camera is on.
No.
Wait. Now?
No. You can rejoin. And everyone, you have to also open your camera. Yes, start now.
Yeah. So I like I really want to join if I was a young person. So I really want to join Bhagat Singh because his emotion towards our country has in such a younger age he decided to get freedom, and because her parents and all were also pushed for giving their lands. And also I really want to join his team because he was such a great leader who was hanged with two other pupils because of the freedom and the emotion towards the country and the kindness and all the things towards our country was very like I really love them. So I really want to join Bhagat Singh team, and also I also want to join Mahatma Gandhi also because like he was only want to see the kindness and non-violence things from our people, and because of that we used to tell that Mahatma Gandhi is our father of nation. So I only want to, I want to join Bhagat Singh team by using the weapon of Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, Khushi, Bhagat Singh was not her, he was he. So first of all, you mentioned him as her. Second thing, you said that in the initial, in the starting of your flat speech that if I were young, so don't say that if I were young during the eve of independence or during the freedom struggle. So that thing, and second thing that with not two other people, don't say two other people, say he was hanged with the two other you know leaders or nationalists. So it will be more good. Otherwise, it was good. And kindly, can't you all listen that I have already mentioned to open
Okay,
your
sir.
cameras?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Gagan, Lovely, Gaurav, Vaibhav. Sorry, you have. So kindly open your camera in the entire session.
So may I start?
Yes.
Sir, am I visible?
Yes.
Good evening, sir, and my dear friends. Sir, my views on today's topic, sir. As there are many freedom fighters, but sir, as today's topic, I would like to join late Bhagat Singh, sir, because that's a Bhagat Singh is a very great freedom fighter who born on 27th February 1907 in West Punjab. And sir, Bhagat Singh did not become popular because of his act of terrorism, but because for the moment of the honor for the Lala Lajpat Rai and through the nation, he became the symbol of the act of forgotten and the symbol of remain of all over the India. And sir, Bhagat Singh has done many things to get the independence and to help the Indian peoples and to protect our nation from others. And he done many things for our motherland. And sir, the things that there are many things that he dedicated himself to the cause of India's independence in his teenage. And so Bhagat Singh was belonged to a Sikh family. He was a famous as an writer also, and he became a leader of a Hindustan Republican Association in 1924. Bhagat Singh joined the Hindustan Republic Association, sir, that is HRA, a radical group which was born after the Mahatma Gandhi declared the immediate stop of the non-cooperation movement. And sir, Bhagat Singh founded the Nojawan Bharat in 1926, which is an association for the revolutionaries to fight against the British colonialism and their injustices, to fight against the British rule. Next, sir, that he served as an icon for revolutionaries in across all over India. He boosted morale with an assassination of J.P. Saunders as on 30 October 1928. Lala Lajpat Rai is a leading uh, Indian revolutionary. Sir, Bhagat Singh also, sir, his hunger strike in jail also motivates all the people, and and also the nation supports him for this cause. His hunger strike in jail, and sir, he died at a very early age for our mother land, and he served for a country very bravely. And at last, I would like to say that uh, the day for his death is observed at the Martyrs Day in India, and the cause of his death is execution by hanging. He's faced many problems and difficulties, but he never stepped back. He never moved back. He still fight and try to independ our country, India. Thank you.
Okay. Gagan, so first of uh, you all the national leader are not no more with us, so we will say but there were so
Sir, it
many
was
national leaders
Gaurav Bhai, not Gagan Bhai.
who's, who just completed a speech now. It was Gagan or Gaurav.
Gaurav, not Gagan.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir, I am
Gaurav,
Gaurav.
first of all, okay, so sorry, I'm so sorry. So first of all, Gaurav, all the national leaders are are no more with us. So first of all, we will say there were so many national leaders. All right. And second thing, we were discussing about why to whom ideology we will join. The ideology of Gandhi, the ideology of Subhash Bose, or the uh, ideology of Bhagat Singh. So first of all, you have to you have to spoke only on that. You have to spoke only on that whose ideology will you join. All right. So second thing, if you're talking about a man who sacrificed his life for the nation, for the uh, free nation, so don't say him terrorist, right? So terrorism, to join the act of terrorism, don't say that. Say he joined uh, extremist group. It will make more good. All right. Otherwise, it's not good.
Thank you,
Devam, what
sir.
are you doing?
Sir, may I start?
Okay, what were you doing, right? Actually, Gaurav, open your camera. Don't off.
Sir,
Yeah,
am I
please
visible?
start. Everyone, 2 minutes. Everyone, open your cameras. Don't off it.
Sir, am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. I want to say something.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I have written my my opinion in register. So, sir, may I
No,
start?
no, no. Weber, do one thing. First of all, read it and don't. Uh, first of all, read it separately or alonely. And when you are ready with your speech, then speak. Otherwise, it will not make the contact. All right. So you can speak
Yeah.
on last. All right. Okay. Who will
Some,
speak next?
may I, Gagan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please start.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, sir, for the today's topic, if I were young at the time of the freedom, I choose Subhash Chandra Bose. And so, whenever we hear the name of great personality, great freedom fighter, Subhash Chandra Bose, the first thing which comes to our mind that his popular sayings that तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. And we all know that the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose were known as Netaji, who was a great militant and a great freedom fighter. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Cuttack, Orissa on Jan 23, 1897, to Janakinath Bose and Prabhavati Devi. So I choose Subhash Chandra Bose if I was young at the freedom movement, because from the young age Subhash Chandra Bose had a nationalist temperament and Britishers discrimination. So he from his young age he always favors the Indians and the Indian country. He joined the Indian National Congress, and later that he became the president of Indian National Congress. He also joined the non-corporation movement under the Mahatma Gandhi's influence. Subhash Chandra Bose was known to have the formation, known to have the founded the idea of Indian National Army. So for all this he has to go to the jail for the several times. Bose was as we I said that Bose joined the Indian National Congress party. Later he for this he became the president of Indian National Congress party, and his struggles of the independence was highlighted during mainly by the civil disobedience movement, for which he is arrested also, and goes and sent to the jail 11 times. And he at the start of the Second World War he protested against the government for not consulting the Indians before the dragging them into the wars for the freedom of the Indians and the Indian people. And later he founded the Indian Legion for about the 4,000 5,000 4,500 Indian soldiers who were under the British control and under the British jail, under the British prisoners, to release them. Subhash Chandra Bose started that, and he also moved to the Japan and Germany for tie up with the other great leaders, so that he takes helps from them and helps the Indian for to get their independence. And so these were all the great things were all the great things taken by the our great leader, great militant Subhash Chandra Bose. So that's why I choose them. And we all know that the Subhash Chandra Bose was died by a third degree burn, which were suffered due to the plane crash, which occurred on year 1945, August 8. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Gagan, it was good. But try to give your opinion regarding that. Why you want only to join him? You just completed his entire life in a small, in a small period of time. So we don't want to know about him. We want to know why you want to join him. Second thing is that uh, he gone. Don't say he gone to other country. Say that he went to other country for like Japan, for Germany, and he went to Germany and Japan for doing tie-up with great leaders like known great leaders and known personality of from different like Hitler. So not famous, not great leaders. Say that famous personalities, because we can't say something or someone, we can't categorize someone as a great personality in comparison to other. All right. So say famous personality. Otherwise, it's not
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Who will start next? And don't off your camera. Keep opening. Who will start next? Lovely, are you ready with your?
Sir, I want to point out your mistake.
Yeah, please.
Sir, you recently said that please start something like it should be who gonna start now. You said something wrong. I didn't remember. It
Sorry.
should be who. Sir, you said like start. There was a word before start. You said it wrong. It should be who gonna start next.
Okay. Thank you and sorry.
No problems.
I said that who will like to start. So I think it will also
Oh, so
good.
also I didn't hear like. I didn't hear like.
Yeah, yeah. But good, Khushi. You are trying to
Thank you, sir.
identify the mistake. That's good. Yeah, lovely. Would you start? Would you like to start?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
I,
And Vaibhav, get ready with the points.
yes, am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Today I will speak on the topic. If I would have been there at the time of the freedom struggle, I would have joined the group of Mahatma Gandhi as being an anti-colonial nationalism in the common Indian. Gandhi led the challenging British interests like the salt taxation with he walked 4 kilometers, taking all the peoples along with him at the Dandi March in 1930 and in calling for the British quiet in India in 1942. He was imposed many times and for many years both in India and South Africa. He was imposed both in India and South Africa for reasoning that when for his color and once he was also thrown out of the team just because he was having a different color and he was going for law to the other countries. So he was imposed for this. Mahatma Gandhi was the leader of India's non-violent independence movement against the British rule and in South Africa who advocated for the civil rights for Indians. He was born in Porbandar in India, Gujarat, and Gandhi studied law and organized boycotts against the British institutions in a peaceful form of civil disobedience. As he studied law, so he with the help of his studies law, he also with the help of his studies law, he also organized many boycotts against the British rule and their institutions, which helped the people. He supported the indigo farmers and fought for them. He carried out a satyagraha for the farmers as the British were not giving them the equal rights which they deserved. So he carried a satyagraha. The British government accepted the demands of the farmers and when Gandhi did the satyagraha, then the British people accepted the demands of the farmers. Therefore, Gandhi also played a significant role in fighting against the British rule and making the India independence national. He encouraged the people for India to fight for freedom and bring peace, bring peace and harmony in the country. As Gandhi was a person who supported non-violence, as he used to say that if someone is hitting you on your if someone is hitting you, you should not hit them back. You should go forward and that person will hit you back. So he was a person of non-violence. He always supported non-violence. As we all know that Gandhi started to Dandi March alone, and the people joined him. So this gives us a message that if we are together, if everybody in the country is together, so we can do anything. We can do anything, and nobody can rule on us. And we are our own leaders, and our country is our motherland. So if we all are together, so we can do anything. So I think this is the message which was given by Mahatma Gandhi.
So I would have chosen the name of Mahatma Gandhi if I would have been there. Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. But it was good, and I can't recognize any mistake while you were speaking. So anybody wants to try
Sir, may I?
to identify? Wait a minute, Vaibhav. Yes, Vaibhav, start.
Okay, so namaskar, sir, and my dear friends. My name is Bhagat Singh. Today, I have selected Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose was an Indian nationalist whose defiance of British authority in India made him hero among Indians. But his wartime alliance with Nazi Germany and Empire Japan left a legacy vexed by authoritarianism, anti-Semitism, and military failure. Subhash Chandra was born on 23 Jan 1897, and his nickname was Netaji, and he have gone at least 11 times to jail, and he was dead on 18 August and 1945. Thank you.
Okay, Vaibhav, first of all, Netaji was not his nickname. He was known as Netaji. He was granted with the title of Netaji, not a nickname. Okay. Otherwise, it was good. But try to speak more. You are doing great, but try to speak more on the topic.
Sir, thought of the day is truth is what stands the truth is what stands the test of experience. I repeat, truth is what stands the test of experience.
Okay, very good, Vaibhav. So first of all, now I think everybody is done with uh, their speech. Am I right? Yeah. So first of all, let's separate the topic first. So first of all, we we should discuss about the these three personalities as a personal, right? So first of all, if we talk about Mahatma Gandhi, no doubt he was a national leader, the first national leader in the freedom struggle from 1857 to 1947. So he was the first national leader, more undoubtedly, because under his, under his, leadership, India start India started the first national movement, which was non-cooperation, right? So he was a person. He was a person of, you know, a person of vision that is if he take his step by doing so much taking so much vision about that what should I do next after looking around the entire country. So when he start a new movement, first of all he just check the environment. What is the political environment, not not chemical environment. What is the political, social, and economical environment of country? So it make him you know a person, a true person of leadership, a true personality. So, but in the some point of in some points Gandhi ji is, is lacking over it because he was a known person. He was a very known personality in the not in the country, in the entire world. Gandhi is celebrated more than seven. I think more than 10 or 17 countries in the entire world. It make him a true leader for the entire world. As a America, South Africa, India, and Germany, they such country in France and even England today, they follow the ideology of Gandhi. That what Gandhi says, do follow ahimsa, follow truthness, right? So it make him different from other leaders. But in the some points, we see Gandhi lacking behind other leaders, right? Now, and and the such points will be discussed later after discussing other two. So now, Bhagat Bose, sorry, Subhash Bose. So a man who who set up the first Indian army for the freedom of struggle, the Azad Hind Force. It was the first army for India, for United India. I must say a United India. So, and many countries like Japan, Germany was very much inspired with the ideology of Subhash Chandra Bose because Hitler was a very much fond of talking of Subhash Chandra Bose because he was the first person who
Type
you
of
know
group
who
leader.
Bhavya, let me complete. First of all, raise your hand when I'm speaking. Okay? All right. So he was the first person who inspired Hitler from his words. I think you must know the name Dr. Vivek Bindra, right? So I mean, if and with the help of Hitler, he made the army called the national, the Azad Hind Force. So in the space where he was he was kept in the house uh, as a jail or as a prison. So he just made the British official confused and he went to take the help of other known personalities of world. So he made him a different leader from other side. Yes, Bhavya, you were saying something now. Bhavya, you were saying something.
Sir, I want to tell that the story what happened at that time.
Yes, please.
Sir, what happened is like the Netaji needs some help of the leaders who can help them. But at that time, the World War II was going on, and what can we say? There were two powers, a light and Axis power. So in that uh, like the Britishers were thinking that like if Indians will be supporting them in this World War II, so they will be giving them freedom. But the Netaji do not believe on them and went Germany for asking help to.
Yeah. So now talking about Bhagat Singh. So when Bhagat Singh was doing this schooling from Punjab, and Jallianwala massacre was just happened, and you know he was a person who followed Gandhiji during his childhood, and non-cooperation movement was just held during that time. when he was child, but suddenly Gandhiji take this his step back for non-cooperation, and entire country was very much disappointed with him, right? And and it is very much clear about the the how much Gandhi was famous for in the entire nation, that every women's, children's, and government official, Indian government official just left out their school, colleges, and their courts practices after saying that about, because only one person said that, who was Mahatma Gandhi, and even Bhagat Singh was very much inspired from him. It is said wrong that he was not very much, he don't support him, but as a time, when he saw the condition of India, that the British army is just they just looting the wealth of India. They are in our country and they are ruling over our country, and why we are giving them tax, right? So this thing make him very sad, and he just he just choose a path that if they can, if they are in our country and they are beating us, so it is our motherland, so why should not we beat them? So he took the step of violence, which is extremist. But further, this theory is known as militants. If we talk about it, Ugravadi, so that the person who is always engaged in the war, in the war tactics. So this is called the militant, the word militant, right? So even as at during that time, Russia was also Russian revolution was becoming famous in the world, and Bhagat Singh was very much inspired from the book of Lenin, the father of modern Russia, Lenin, Stalin, and Karl Marx. He was very, and they were, communist, the person of communist ideology, and even Bhagat Singh was the person who, you know, who follow the ideology of communists. That's why he joined Hindustan Republican Association, which was under the leadership of, uh, I mean, Ram Prakash Bismil, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Ashfaqullah Khan. They were the leaders before the rise of Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev. Right? So now this is the, I mean, this should be known about every person, every Indian, or every person who is living in this world, about these three personalities. Now, if I choose between them three, I would like to join the team of Subhash Chandra Bose and Bhagat Singh, because if it is said that it is a Hindi Indian ideology. If someone is entering in our house forcefully, there is only one chance, and he is uh, beating us, and there is no chance of influencing from our ideology. Just we should beat him, or we should, you know, we should get him out forcefully, right? So I must know that you should know about this thing. Now, and the Gandhi ji said that we can influence somebody from our goodness. So tell me one thing. It is a question from everyone. That British Army was, making Central Vista, the capital for themselves, a new capital in Luton's Delhi. So do you think that they are in the mood of, they were any mood of making our independence? So what is your point on this. So, do you think that Britishers were in the mood of left our in doing making our in doing our country independence? Anyone wants to speak on this? Yes, no one. Okay, no issues. So yeah, so and Bhagat Singh and Subhash Bose were very much clear about their idea that we have, if they are killing us, we have to kill them. And it is said that when after the independence, when the you know King Charles went India, he said that we were very much fear from the idea of Subhash Bose, the idea of Azading forced by Subhash Bose, and the act done by Bhagat Singh, which was on the Kolkata Constitutional Assembly when he, bomb, he, fired a bomb. Or so they were just a fear from them that their ideas are so much. They they both make them so much fear that they don't have any other option. Second option, and the weakness, the reason of their weakness, British weakness was that the loss of their loss in the World War II, because they was very much, they were just they lost the battle of war, and they were weak in economics, in economically, social, politically, financially. They were very weak. So if there was any other war which can be declared by these two persons, they have to left the country. And even Gandhiji start any new, a new revolution, new revol- new revolution against them. They have to leave the house. But during when the UN, United Nations organization, has formed, they order them to leave their old colonies. If any country had made any other country their colony, they have to leave them. So they don't have any other choice. But the power, the ideology, and the I I can't recall the word. It is the word in Hindi. It's dabdaba. And the they Subhash Bose and Bhagat Singh were very much known in the country that after they when they left us, the Indian crowd was so much, you know, depressed with their that, and they started that we will start, we will follow their steps to gain our freedom. That's it. And undoubtedly, Gandhiji was a great leader. If he was not a great leader, so many countries will not follow him. You know, he, Gandhi is not just an national leader; he is a global leader right now. And I am very much sure that the countries who are in prime, how many countries are inspired from the ideology of Gandhi? No other leader is very much famous. They are only. I can just say one leader known as Nelson Mandela, who is not near with him, but he is very much
Yes, sir.
famous or in many countries. And Martin Luther King Jr. is very much famous also. But Gandhi ji is, is a global leader and is always worshipped for in the heart of every Indian. Right? That's it. The class is over. You can go now. Thank you. If anyone wants to say something, the stage is
Thank
open
you,
for
sir.
you. Okay. Dipanshu, stop the recording. You can leave. You can leave. All can leave the lecture.